It's Javon Pop Woodard Jr. We're industry most wanted. We in the city with it. Let's get it.
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we're live. Where we at?
Industries.
The big one.
Most
Not the little
wanted.
one. Speaking of the big one, I got a big superstar checking in today. Look who I got sitting across from me. Look at this handsome guy right here, Javon Pop Woodard Jr. What is going on, family?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Thank you. Give me some love first and foremost. I appreciate you being here.
Nah, I appreciate you.
Man, listen, we got a lot to talk about today, but before we dive into that, give us a brief introduction.
Yeah, it's your boy Pop, man. I'm one of the best fighters in the world. I'm not even going to say the city, the world. I mean, 14 wins, 12 knockouts. We just come up with another one.
Man, first and foremost, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
You've worked hard literally your entire life to get to where you're at today.
Sure.
So you deserve everything beautiful and blessed coming your way. So
Thank you.
I love that. Absolutely, 100%. I want to take it back so people really understand your journey. Your dad took you to a boxing gym at the age of 9.
Yeah.
But you were already fighting before that. We're talking in school, in the neighborhood, etc. Do you remember that day that your dad walked you into that gym like vividly?
Yeah, I remember it because my dad was training a little bit. He was in there and he was trying to convince my coach at the time. He was trying to convince him to let me train, but my coach like, man, I don't train no kids. Like, he wanted to take me seriously. He rather work with the adults and the professionals. He didn't even work with amateurs for real. So my dad really had to talk him up. So my dad, like, man, he 10. Like, try to give him another year. So my dad finally convinced him, man. I never left.
Man, listen, I feel like getting to something young like that really can mold you and shape you later on in life, whether it be playing sports. Like, I always had my son playing sports, and then he graduated, went to the military, just turned out really dope. Same thing with you.
Yeah, facts.
Absolutely. Why were you fighting so much when you was younger?
I was just angry. Like me growing up, like, my biological mother, she wasn't there. Like, she went the military route, but then even like previous before that, she wasn't really there. Then my dad in the streets, so he's always leaving. Yeah. So me not having both parents right there, it kind of made me angry. Like, yeah. So if I see like just for an example, like we had these neighbors, and I seen them, mom, dad, the kids playing. I used to get mad just seeing that out of just jealousy and anger. I was just always angry upbringing for real. And
I feel like, of course your dad, a dad can raise a son and do a phenomenal job, but I feel like you need a mother too, because that's where that nurturing part comes in.
Facts. But luckily my mother that raised me, she played to a T. She played the role.
That is amazing. Did you have a stepmother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother that raised me, I didn't miss nothing. Like, when
that
it
is
comes
beautiful.
To, like, love, like, she made me feel it.
Because I feel like a young man, or we'll say a boy, because when you're at the age of 9, you're still a boy. Your first love is always that mother figure in your life, whether it's an auntie or grandmother or your actual biological mother.
For a long time, that's what I was looking for. And like I said, it was there.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Did boxing become your peace?
Sure, to this day.
Man.
To this day. You know how people have always say, like I got like a few family members, and I'm like, man, they a little old, like they be tripping. And they be tripping. Then my dad had to remind me, like, he was like, everybody don't have an outlet like you. Yeah. Like, some people turn to drugs, some people turn to alcohol. I got the gym, to ease mine.
Absolutely, because I feel like you said, an outlet. We all need an outlet. We're human beings.
Facts.
We go through stuff. We have emotions. We have, toxic things that happen in our life. And it's like a form of therapy.
Yeah, that's my therapy.
Man.
I always say it. It's my therapy.
Man.
I go crazy without it.
Listen, I know that's right, because, like, I go to the gym, and then honestly, of course, everybody wants to be aesthetically pleasing, but for me, it's more about my mental.
Facts.
When I leave there, whatever built up, pent up energy I had, I lifted at the gym.
Yeah.
You know? Do you feel like that every time you get in the gym to train, even if it's not training for a fight per se?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like when I go to the gym, whatever I was dealing with outside the ring, when I get to the gym, it's gone. And I don't go to the gym for that, but I just know if I'm dealing with something, let me go for a run. Let me go to the gym. I'm good.
So you had mentioned that it was therapy before it became discipline.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit more in depth, because that makes perfect sense to me, but I want you to break it down. In what ways did it help you discipline wise?
It helped me discipline wise. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, before I got into boxing, I used to fight. Like, people think I'm exaggerating when I say like weekly. I was like a trouble kid. You ever heard like a baby kid?
A baby kid.
Yeah, that was
my
me.
sister was one. God rest her soul.
That was me. I was just like, if you look at me the wrong way, all right, we're gonna fight. You step on my shoes, even if it's an accident, we're gonna fight.
Man.
Like, teachers always just call home. Like, in school, we had what they call referrals when you get in trouble. Mine was thick.
Through the roof.
Mine was thick.
You had a pile of them.
Yeah, mine was thick. So I used to get calls like weekly. My mom used to be like, when they gonna call me about something good?
He got the honor roll.
Yeah, but when I started going to the gym, I literally stopped fighting. I'm not gonna say I stopped fighting completely, because I still was a kid.
Yeah.
And, like, there's ways that I would get triggered. So I wasn't perfect, but I kind of chilled down a lot.
Absolutely, because whatever you had built up inside, you were able to put it out there at the gym.
And then I became a little bit more busy. Like, I think it's good to always have your kids in something. Like,
I couldn't agree more.
At first, after school, if I got to go to practice, I don't got time to go outside to do something crazy. So I was always in something. And the gym is year round. So
yes.
Boxing year round. So wasn't no off season.
Right. You can never stop training for that.
Exactly.
Like, you might be able to slow down ever so slightly, but you never stop. And I agree with you. I started my son in sports in elementary school, and he played multiple sports up until graduation. Then he left for the military. So he always, and to this day, is still in shape. He runs marathons. He does all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm like,
that's hard.
That keeps him disciplined. 100%. So it's safe to say that boxing gym and being in that ring really changed your life.
Yeah, it changed my life and shaped me for sure.
Man, absolutely. So let's dive into it, man. Actually, I want to ask you one more question. When you initially went to that boxing gym, were you for it or were you against it?
No, I was with it.
You was with it. Because you're like, man, I could fight and not get in trouble.
I was already fighting, so it's just like I could fight. I could punch on somebody without getting in trouble. Then I found out you can get paid for it. I was like, I want to do this.
I know that's right. That is so dope, man.
A lot of people be getting into boxing because, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but you hear stories about, I got into boxing because I was getting bullied in school.
Yeah.
I ain't never got bullied a day in my life. I was the wild one. So
you was the bully?
I wasn't the bully.
I'm just messing with you.
I was the wild. That's not why I got into boxing.
You were defending yourself, or like sometimes, like you said, sometimes situations just trigger us, and you just want to punch someone in their face. You know, that's just what it is.
Exactly.
I feel like that when I'm driving. I'm like, if I didn't feel like they was gonna shoot me, I get out and punch them in their face.
Yeah, like pull over.
Nah, facts. What is your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You feisty.
I guess.
Definitely. So you've had over 100 amateur fights. Man, first and foremost, that is a lot.
I know.
That is a lot, because that means, again, a lot of discipline, a lot of training that has gone into doing over 100. If you had to take a guess about how many beyond 100, do you have
one? It's right there.
It's right around 100.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Understood. How do you feel like having so many fights has shaped who you are today as a fighter? Like, because practice makes perfect, as they say.
The amateurs is basically like a learning experience.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I just learned. It was just learning for real.
Yeah.
You get to see so many different styles. When you go to national tournaments, you get to see people from different regions, different cities, different states.
Yeah.
So it just molded me to be able to adapt to different styles in the ring.
Absolutely. And that's with anything that we do in life. We have to practice at it. We have to continue to do it to become perfect, have that perfection behind it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So is that something that now where you're at in your career, the amateur fights are done for? That's how it works.
Yeah.
They're boom. I ain't no amateur no more.
Yeah, nah.
Well, so what does it take as a boxer to go from amateur to professional?
What's crazy is it don't take a lot. Like, you know how to get to the NBA, you have to go to college and get drafted. It's not like that. Like, when you go, you could do the Olympics and then go professionally and a big promoter pick you up.
Yeah.
But a man walking down the street could be pro. He could be pro. Now he might not be good.
Yeah.
He might not be good. His job might be, because it's different levels. Some people are opponents, so his job could be to come in and get paid to get knocked out. So. Yeah. Well, he not thinking he gonna get knocked out.
Nah, facts. But that's what.
But that's what he is. That's what he is.
So it just really is your skill set.
It's just skill set.
Skill set. Sure. The time you've been doing it, the work, the hard work you've been put in. It's like
level you on.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Absolutely. And then there's different weight class.
Yeah, for sure.
Break that down for us.
Yeah, I'm a featherweight, so it just I think I can't say, but I'm at 26. Then you go 30, 35, 40. 47, and it just go all the way on to the big boys. Got you.
And is that truly based upon like your weight, your body weight, or how is that classified?
Yeah, it's your body weight. Well, how much you can get down to. Because what weight you fight at is not your natural weight. You cutting down, you losing weight before you fight.
You move a little faster when you less weight on you.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. I think the smaller weight, but some big guys be quick too.
They be hitting their dust in them.
Yeah, it's whatever you gifted with, for real.
Absolutely. How did your move to ATL like help you inside and outside the ring?
It was cool. See, I was a kid, so
yeah.
I was a kid, and I always was back and forth even then. So I didn't feel. Only difference I feel was like love at home, but I ain't really feel no big difference, for real.
Yeah. Do you feel like being here in Atlanta now helps you though, as far as, not even necessarily on the boxing side, but being able to do things like this, because you need media, you need press runs. Yeah.
Sure. You get more opportunities like this, and that was a reason. Like my dad moved us down here for the opportunities like this.
Absolutely.
Up in North Carolina, there's not too many outlets for you to be able to do what I do.
100%. Do you still have family here now?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
It's not big here. Most of my family is in North Carolina and New Jersey.
What is something that you learned in the ring that you apply in your everyday outside of the ring?
Taking my time. Taking my time and adjusting. Taking my time. That was the main thing. Just always taking my time, because I always just like to go. And then if you just go like we in a car, if I just stomp on the gas, I'm eventually just hit the wall or crash.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got to turn to hit the corner. I gotta get off the gas a little bit. So that's the main thing, just taking my time.
Slow and steady, as they say, right?
Sure.
Absolutely, because eventually, like you said, you will crash out.
Exactly.
And I feel like, we have to, it's not a marathon, right?
Nah.
We have to take our time with stuff, because I feel like we appreciate the journey more versus rushing through it. And then you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
You got to appreciate the journey. Are you loving your journey of where you're at right now?
I love it. And then I try not to. Well, I'm not gonna say I try not to. I don't really compare my journey to nobody else, because if I did, I don't think I would be happy. But I love the ups and downs, especially like the downs. I didn't love it while I was going through it. I'm like, yo, when I'm gonna get out of this? Like, man, forget this. But now looking back at it, I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing just even me. I'm growing in the ring, but I'm also growing outside the ring, and I'm starting to appreciate more.
Absolutely. What has been, if you don't mind sharing, one of those down moments that you went through, you endured, and here you are to talk about it?
My downfall was basically I think my personal decisions, like I don't blame nobody. My personal decisions kind of halted. I think I would be further if I made wiser choices. But then at the same time, I think God worked in a way that you can't really explain, but you gotta appreciate it, because certain situations happen where I end up losing people that I really loved and I cared for, and then I would think they would never do me like this, and then I think God made a situation happen, and I got to see them things. But if everything stayed good and everything was all fine and dandy 24/7, I would have never seen the snakes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not everybody's intended to go on your journey with you.
Sure.
Because I feel like having the wrong people around you, even though we want to see the good in them, they will truly block your blessings.
Exactly.
Because God's like, I don't want that person getting your blessings. They got to go.
Facts.
So some people,
no matter how much you want them to be there,
right?
And then even they've been there forever. They've been there for so long, and you would think, yeah, when I get to this spot, I'm about to take them. We're gonna be good. This, that, and third. But you know, God, the perfect planner.
That is facts. Some people got to be left where they at, unapologetically by.
Sure.
And we've both been there. You know, like last year I had somebody that I worked with for 13 years that ended up flipping up on me. And I'm just like, dang, man, it hurt me to my heart. It hurt me more than it made me angry.
And it hurt most because, like me, it hurts when you be like, man, I would never do you like that. I never do you like that. So why would you? Then I don't even question it though.
No,
I don't even question. So I can't even say why would you. It just like wow, I didn't see this.
Absolutely. We can't question it because we'll never know why, and we'll drive ourselves crazy trying to figure it out.
Yeah, facts.
We just got to pick it up and keep moving.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you made history with the first time ever overtime rounds in professional boxing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that moment in time. Like, how did that? Were you on a complete natural high? Like, how did that make you feel?
Nah, it was like going through it. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. So it wasn't like it wasn't. I want to say a happy moment, but looking back at it, it's just like, wow, I did this.
Yeah.
I accomplished something, and not the way I wanted to accomplish, but I accomplished something. So. That's it. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was a dope experience.
Man, absolutely, because I mean that's something that hasn't been done.
Nah.
So for you to completely change history, that's something to be proud of. Pat yourself on the back. Whether it's something that you wanted to happen or not, just the fact that you rewrote history essentially in something that you love doing, that's a major accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to appreciate every step of the journey, like you said, whether it's good, bad, or somewhere in between.
Even the small ones.
Even the small ones. We got a big one though. Floyd Mayweather, he recognized your potential, signed you to Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm not with him no more.
But congratulations during that time when that happened. You know, that was, again, a major thing because, you know, obviously he's an icon in the boxing world.
Sure.
You know, everybody.
Yeah, legend.
Legend, absolutely. Tell us, you know, a little bit about that venture and how it changed, you know, how you move today.
That was another one. Like, when right before I signed with Mayweather Promotions, my son, well, his mom was pregnant at the time, and I was at the time like, man, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
like, I'm not ready for this. I don't know how I'm about to do this. I'm like 20. I'm like 20. I'm like, man, what the world over. I don't know what to do. I ain't stable, no nothing.
Yeah.
So, like I said, God, he worked. I think one night I got a call. I think Vegas like 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
So it was late, but it probably went. They probably were like 8 o'clock over there. But I got a message. I got a text message, and you know, the front of the management team is Dewan Blake. That's his cousin. He hit me up and he like, hey, yo, you anybody? You signed with anybody? Nah. I knew what it was right then and there, so I was excited. I couldn't even go to sleep. I know that's
right.
I couldn't even go to sleep when he hit me up. So I knew what it was, so he hit me. And then we ended up chopping up a little bit. One thing turned to another. Probably like a week later, Floyd FaceTimed me.
Man.
Yeah, he FaceTimed me. And that was like crazy, because you don't never expect to see him. I see a legend. That's like LeBron calling you.
No,
facts. You play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so him FaceTiming me, it was just like, wow. Especially like me coming from where I come from. Nobody from where I'm from can say they even spoke to him.
Absolutely.
So.
And for you to have him call you personally because he seemed absolutely. So was it a contract that was just for a certain time frame?
Yeah.
And during that time, you know, like, what do you feel like it helped to enhance what you already had going on working with him and his team?
I think being with Floyd, it was an alley-oop.
Yeah.
It was an alley-oop, and then being able to see certain things. Well, if you put in certain predicaments, sometimes when you see certain things, it just motivates you to do more.
Yes.
Yeah, like my first fight was on the Javonte Davis on the card. When he fought in Baltimore. So, and me fighting earlier that day, and then seeing like the stadium that same night, I just was just looking around, all the lights, like, man, I can't wait to do this.
So surreal.
Yeah, it's surreal. Like some people be looking. I never looked at things like, why him, why not me? I'm just like, I can't wait till it's my turn.
And that's why you are blessed.
Yeah, for sure.
That is why you're blessed, because if you always be like, well, why him, not me?
Yeah,
God's going to be like, then you don't deserve it.
Yeah, facts.
It's a matter of when.
Yeah, it's a timing thing.
It's a timing thing. 100%. Out of all the fights that you've done, which one would you say like you really remember the most vividly?
I can't even really say,
because they're all special to you.
Yeah, they all cool. I don't really think I have that moment for real until like I get like a title or something.
I got you. So it's still in the works.
It's still in the works.
No, hey, that's a great answer too. It's on the way. Yeah. That means people
now I just think like everybody in front of me right now is just like they are part of the journey. So
absolutely, 100%, definitely.
They just in the way. They in the way right now.
There's a lot of people that be in the way out here.
So we just knocking them down one by one.
Speaking of knocking them down, you've had 11 knockouts out of 13 wins. 12 now? Because you just had a fight.
Yeah.
So we need to update it. So 12.
Yeah, 14 wins, 12 knockouts.
Get it right. It was 12. Man, what is your mindset right now where you're at in your boxing career as you're getting ready to step into that ring? Like, where's your head at?
Right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm growing. So at first, it was just like kill.
Hold on a second. Yeah, so he was going in there to take them out.
Yeah.
And not let them go home.
Yeah, but now I'm like, man, let me die. I'm trying to be a little surgical, you know what I mean? Let me dissect it, and let the knockouts come. And not just look for them. First, I was just looking to knock somebody out.
Do you study your opponent ahead of time?
Sure. Yeah.
And you feel like that's one of the key factors in actually getting in that ring and defeating them is studying them?
It plays a part, but if you don't adapt, then it don't mean nothing. Like, I can watch a person, and then you watch all their fights, and then you see, this fight, they fought this way. So then you go into the rings and I'm expecting them to do this, and they do something totally
They flip
different.
the script on you?
Switch it up. So me, I might watch like a little bit, but I'm not like the beginning to the end. I skip through it just to see different tendencies, but I don't just solely just study their every move.
Yeah,
I'll study it, but I ain't like too lost into the footage.
Makes sense. You want to be prepared for anything.
Yeah, for anything.
Anything. So who was your most recent fight?
Jason Velez. He's like a veteran in the game. He fought a lot of guys, like Ryan Garcia, Oscar Valdez, a lot of Albert Bell, a lot of well-known world champions. He held a belt before also, so he was a veteran.
Man,
way more experienced than me. But
and you knocked his ass out?
Yeah, in the 7th round. Yeah, got him out of there.
This guy got some hands and some throws on him. Yeah. You really out here knocking them out.
Yeah. Something like that.
No, it is like that. I'm talking about something like that.
Yeah.
Listen, again, that is just major. How do you physically and mentally recover after a fight?
Oh, after a fight, man, I can sleep.
Because you're like, I knocked them out. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I ain't gonna lie, chilling. It all depends on the vibe. Like, sometimes you want the people. Me, I'm not an outside type of person for real, but I enjoy seeing other people happy. So people around me, like, we go out, I want everybody around me to have a good time. But after my last fight, man, I went to Waffle House. I ain't even get nothing crazy. I went to Waffle House. I mean,
ready to eat. You worked up an appetite.
Yeah, got me a little Waffle House. Went straight to sleep. Went straight home.
So I know that you, like you said, you're constantly training. Yeah, there's never no downtime. But how long before a fight do you actually have to kind of step it up a little bit and really start getting in that mode?
Yeah, like 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
What is, if you don't mind me asking, what does your diet structure look like during that time when you're like training for a fight?
It ain't nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like protein.
Lots of protein.
Yeah, a protein. Not even too much. It be portion. 'Cause we gotta lose weight. So I might grill chicken.
Yeah.
Rice, broccoli, asparagus, sweet potatoes, or something.
Still good eats.
Yeah, good eats. But everything is kind of portioned the closer you get, 'cause you gotta lose weight.
And that's why you go straight to Waffle House when you're done, because you're like, now I can eat.
Yeah.
How much on average weight do you need to lose?
Every fighter is different, but me, I try not to get too heavy, so I try to stay like within 12 to 15 pound.
So you lose 12 to 15 pounds before a fight?
Yeah.
Wow. Listen,
it's not in one day.
Right. It's over time, but still, like, losing weight can be it's easy to put that shit on.
Nah, it don't take nothing.
Like, couple good desserts and you don't gain 5 pounds. But trying to lose that 5 pounds, it could take weeks of discipline.
Yeah, that's it. Just discipline.
That's the biggest thing. And I think with everything that you do, it takes discipline. Definitely. You said boxing isn't just a sport. It's survival, legacy, and freedom.
Yeah.
Break that down for us. Like, what freedom does it bring for you?
You know, you get to a certain position. I mean, you get to... I think when you make it, and I haven't made it. I don't even say I made it yet, but when you get to a certain point in life and anywhere in your journey, you get more freedom. Like, you're able to do certain things. Like, if I wasn't in a certain position, I couldn't go take my family here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you get yourself in position, you do what you're supposed to do, you can do more for not just you, but everyone around you.
Makes perfect sense. You can move more on your time.
Yeah, more freely.
If I want to go take a vacation, I don't have to go check with the boss man to do it. Absolutely. And then definitely, you know, speaking on that, still that same topic, the legacy. What is the legacy that you're wanting to leave through your journey in boxing?
It's the legacy just want to, when it comes to that, I just want to be the best version of myself.
Yeah.
For real. It's for everyone around me, my family. That's my goal. My personal goal is to take care of everybody around me.
How do you stay so grounded and humble? Because you got a lot to brag about.
Yeah, but at the same time, I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So me knowing I still got a long way to go, I don't get big head. Even when I do get there, it's still more that could be done.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like we're always a work in progress.
Yeah, sure. So I think people, they end up falling off or going behind when they get comfortable.
The only time we should be comfortable is being uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Exactly. There's always more that could be done.
Listen, absolutely. And I'm sure you feel this way too. Like, I feel like if I have a day off, I don't feel right. I've got to be, even yesterday on Mother's Day, I still was at home doing some work, editing videos and stuff. I'm like, I got to be doing something.
Yeah, I feel bad. Like, if I'm just chilling in the crib for too long, I'm like, man, I got to do something. You got to get out of the house some way, even if you just going on a little walk. But just sit. It's okay to have a lazy day every now and then.
Yeah.
Your mind and your body do need a break.
Yes.
But, you know, not for too long.
Not for too long. Yeah, we got to recharge because our body's like a battery.
Yeah, for sure, but not for too long.
Not because, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like if you want to be different, you got to do something different.
That is facts.
So many people has been just chilling.
100%. So for anybody that wants to sponsor you to advertise during your fights, what does that look like?
If they want to sponsor me, like I say, you just reach out to my team. You can reach out to Rocky. You can reach out to my boy E, and we'll shoot over the details.
I got you. To still stay on that topic just a little bit, is there any particular type of sponsorships that you're more for versus like, that one don't really align with what I'm looking to do?
We're open.
You're open, okay.
Yeah, we're open. You just shoot us over the details. I mean, since we speak about this, I want to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, Fight Book. That's an up and coming company. They're in the boxing world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my lane. So I want to give a shout out to Fight Book. I want to give a shout out to ATL Luxury Box Trucks. If y'all in the Atlanta area and you need to get the A to B, I mean, that's the spot to hit.
It's the only one to hit.
Only one.
Oh, that's the only one. If you booking with someone else, you're losing.
Yeah.
Nah, that is really dope. So you're open to pretty much anything as long as it makes sense and aligns with your vision.
Align with me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta make sense.
Too crazy.
Nothing. Yeah. And we know what we talking about. So just be mindful of that when you come to try to get them sponsors, just because they're getting major exposure.
Yeah, facts. Like when I fought on Overtime, my fight did millions of views on multiple platforms.
Man, exactly. I think that's what a lot of people don't think about. It's not just that live stream, it's also afterwards, because it's going to wind up and end up on tons of platforms.
Exactly.
YouTube being one of them. You know, YouTube.
Just like my last fight, like I think I grossed over like 500,000 on my content. Just 500,000, right?
Did you ever in your wildest dreams think that many people would be watching you?
Nah. Because to be real, like even like when social media first started, like social media been around for a while.
Yeah.
But but like the Instagram thing, at first I was like, man, I ain't doing no Instagram.
I was the same way.
I ain't doing that. my sister actually the one that convinced me to do it. I think I was still in high school, but she was like, I always wanted to be different. That's why I don't drink, I don't smoke. I always like to be different. So it's everybody smoking the drink, I ain't doing it. Everybody had just downloaded Instagram, I ain't doing it. So I ended up just doing it one day, and I had posted a sparring, and I got this back when now you can post something and all your followers don't end up not seeing it. But back then, like you post something, everybody will see it. But I had like 1 million views so quick back then, so I was like, alright, this the lane.
I know that's right, and I hate that Instagram changed the algorithm, because I used to get way more likes and way more views with less followers than I do. I'm like, this is stupid. Even when you sponsor it and put ads behind it, you're still not getting that traction behind it. But yeah, I was with you. I did not want to get on Instagram, because back in the day, I don't know if you remember this, but when they first started, you could only get it on iPhone, and I had an Android back in the day. I'm fully iPhone now, but I had an iPad, so I was able to register on there. But I remember I registered, and then I just never went back to it. And then like a couple months later, I went back. I had like 500 followers. I'm like, hold on a second, we onto something. Yeah, that is dope, most definitely. What is next for Pop? Like, I know you just came off of a fight. Do you have anything else in the works that we need to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, we're looking to fight back in the city in July. I mean, I'm gonna drop more details real soon, probably within the next couple of days. I'm just waiting, but July we getting busy.
Got you. Here in Atlanta, where do the fights typically take place? What venue?
It varies.
It
varies.
Got you.
So it's not no certain location where it can be different stadiums. Like my last fight was at Gateway Arena.
Okay.
I mean, before that I fought at the Overtime Arena, the OT East Arena, and then it'd be multiple places.
Got you. Makes perfect sense. If Pop could go back right now and talk to your 9-year-old self stepping into that boxing ring for the first time, what would you say?
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Don't stop. And which I didn't do, but I think hearing it kind of would have pushed me to even do more. No, stay focused. That's what I would have told myself. Stay focused, because I stayed in the gym, I stayed doing it, but it was a lot of times with me being curious, me being young, I wasn't 100% focused.
Yeah.
So I would have got on myself about being focused back then.
Absolutely. And that would be the same advice that you would share with other aspiring boxers?
Yeah, just stay focused. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Stay focused and stay consistent. I think a lot of people, when it's not going the way they want it to go, they get it. I mean, they don't become as hungry when it's not going the way they wanted to go. They feel like that's like when you go to a place, like going to the gym every single day, and you feel like you're not getting nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm in shape, but I'm like, when this gonna come? Like, can I cuss?
You say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Like, I'm working my ass off every single day, and it's like, this person, like for me, I came up in amateurs with a lot of people that some people champions right now.
Right.
I'm working my ass off. I know I could beat this dude. How he there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I say comparison the thief of joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Me personally, I don't do that. But I would tell somebody else, not to do that also, because you look at somebody else's journey and they're somewhere and you not there. Like, all right, man, fuck it, I'm about to go do this.
Nah, facts. And not to mention, when it comes to physical, everybody's anatomy is different.
Yeah.
Somebody might be able to put on muscle a little bit quicker than this person over here.
Facts. But I think in the boxing game, I think the number one thing is mind.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have the mind. Everybody, some people work like a dog, but their mind just not as sharp.
Takes a lot of discipline, man. I commend you for that. Like, because I would say there's more people on earth who don't have the discipline versus the ones that do.
Facts.
You know, because if you look at, there's a lot of people out there, and it's no shade, but a lot of people who are very overweight or, you know, down bad on their luck. And a lot of it comes from self. You know what I'm saying?
Self and temptation.
Temptation is... Man, that's a big one.
That's the one.
That's the one. There's a lot, especially when you start getting some famous and notoriety, that temptation, because stuff be coming in.
Temptation will drain you dry.
Yes.
As much as you might see something that you really like, or you think you like, but you don't need it.
No, facts.
You don't need it, and it drain you dry. That's why that became a part of my prayer, like, cleanse me from temptation. But it be like when you pray for stuff like that, that's when you get tempted the most. I'm like, man,
God's testing you.
Like, yo, I just told you to cleanse it from me. Why you throwing it into my face?
He's been like, I'm gonna see if you're really on my side or not.
Yeah.
Do you typically start your day getting up, and are you spiritual? Like, you know, having a conversation with God?
Yeah. And that's kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's something new in my life, because God always been in my life.
Yeah.
Like, everybody in my family, you know what I mean, they in church, so it's always been there. But I think now that I'm getting older, I'm leaning on God a little bit more.
Absolutely.
I mean, so
comes with maturity and growth.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Listen, I appreciate you being here today, sharing your journey. I know you said in July coming up we can anticipate another fight. Anything else that we can be on the lookout for?
Y'all just gonna see. By the end of the year, y'all just gonna see. Well, I ain't gonna say by the end. I think like every time you gonna see me, it's gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
Every time.
Are you open to doing like special appearances and things like that again if it makes sense for you?
Yeah, as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
As long as it makes sense.
I always say that because like I'm very much on that type of time. Yeah. I get invited to some weirdo stuff and I'm sorry that doesn't align with my vision. So we got to be mindful of that.
Exactly. But even if they do, it's just like...
Good for you.
Don't talk to me, talk to the team.
That's the good thing about having a team, because you can be like, go talk to the team.
Man, go talk to them.
For people who want to follow you, where can they follow you on your social platforms?
You can follow me at Javon Woodard Jr. on everything. JAVON WOODARD JR.
Got you. Before I ask you your shout out, I do have one more question. The name Pop, where did that stem from?
My grandma.
Aww.
My grandma. So it's actually Poppy.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's Poppy, but Pop for short.
You a grandma's boy?
I ain't gonna say, yeah.
He just say it. Grandmothers are so special.
Facts, yeah.
Okay.
I just talked to her last night for Mother's Day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Absolutely. Who do you want to give thanks to for just loving you and supporting you through your journey?
Yeah, my family.
Yeah.
My family and God. God number one.
Facts.
Yeah,
that's absolutely.
The main thing.
And yourself too, man. You gotta like really love on yourself, because you've really been through a lot, and you're here to talk about it.
Yeah.
And you're very successful at what you do.
Exactly. Like I said, it's just I've been doing it for so long, but I feel like it's just the beginning.
Yeah, it is just the beginning.
I feel like just the beginning. We just getting started.
You a young man. You got a long way to go. You're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, just scratching.
Absolutely. I got one last question. Where are we at?
Industries.
The big one, not the little one.
Wanted.
What makes Pop the industry's most wanted?
I feel like ain't nothing bigger. I feel like we in the ocean on the big fish. And I ain't even being cocky. I believe in myself. I just know I'm something serious, something special. And that's just what it is.
Straight like that, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Of course. We out of here, y'all.
Know it.